Okay, let's move on to the next section about Java comments. When we do the coding work, documentation, it's very important stuff that we should complete it with the software. Uh, and the comments is a very important tool for us to write the documentation. Okay, in Java we have uh, several ways to write comments for our code. Here we have three methods to write comments. The first type of comments we use this format. That is, we use slash, asterisk, and slash, asterisk. Between these two symbol inside it is our text, is our comment. This is the first type of the comments. The second type of comments we use double slash, and we use write a line of text for comments. The second way to write comments. The third type of comments is we name it documentation comments. And the documentation comments use this format, a slash with two asterisk, double asterisk, and asterisk slash, and between them is our documentation comments. And among the three methods, the first and second one we have used in C or C++ language. But the third type of comments is only supported by Java. It named as documentation comments. That means these comments can be converted to documentation, to Java documentation. Okay, Java documentation is a standard format. Use HTML format to organize all this content in the documentation. Okay, well, let's give you example about this Java documentation. Okay, well, uh, in Java, we have a special format of documentation we name as Java documentation. And the Java documentation is used everywhere during we do the coding work using Java programming language. For example, we have JDK, the Java Development Kit. And with the JDK, on the official site, you can download the documentations for this development kit. That we name as Java Docs. And the Java Docs, if you download from this official site, it's a zip file, and you can open this file and get a folder. It looks like, for example, now we have this version 8 Java documents zip file, and I zip it and I get a folder named as Java 8 docs, and open this folder. Inside it, there's several subfolders, and there's a file named as index.html. This is the entrance file. Simply, you click it, and your browser, inside the system, you have default browser, will open this file, just as a web page. And the page, you see a lot of things, a lot of content, information about the Java platform. Everything, every information, what you want, you can get from this page by these links. And inside them, there's a link with limits the Java SE API pages. And here's a link. Okay, so simply click the link. It will bring you a new pages that is for the API, the Java documentation. Well, let's look at this Java documentation page. We have three different areas. On the top of left, we have this package area, all these packages inside Java are listed here. And down below, the bottom left, we have all these classes. And all these classes, its name will be ordered as alphabet from A to B to Z. All these classes in Java. Well, and the big area is for all this information. Well, if you select something from the left side, and you can get a more detailed information in this area. Okay, for example, how to use this documentation. This API documentation is very important when we make code with Java programming language. It's like a manual. Okay, you got the manual. If have any questions about this API, about its classes, about its methods, where to find your answer. You get your answer from this menu, from this connection of all these classes, methods, interface, all of them into this menu. So simply look up this menu and find your answer. I will give you example. Well, in first chapter, we have make a code for application that is hello world, and inside this application, you may remember we use an API named as system out print9. Okay, we use this method to print out the text message on the screen. So if you want to know more information about this API, how you should do, well, now we have the Java documentation. So simply we look up it in this menu and find more information about this method. Okay, here we go. Now we will search the list. We look up the list to find the system, this name. Okay, because with system out benign, so we should find the system. So this is alphabet order, and find system where we go. Well, system order. Well, okay. Well, system. Next slowly. Well, I find it. System. Now, click the system. On the right side, you have the system class. All information about system class, and we know this class body. We have fields and the method. So about the fields, and we have fields. The name as out. Okay. And the fields named out. Now we can see, wow, it tells us in out the fields, in fact, the out field is type of print stream. So out is a print stream. So it's a print stream. So you can use functions, use methods in this print stream. So where is this print9 method? Well, look up this. It tells us we can use system out. Okay. System out is a print stream, so we use print9 method of this object. So this is why we use system out print9, use this method to print out messages on text screen. Well, if you want to know more about these methods, you can see a list, and you can see also the find. Well, it's print streams print9. We use a parameter string, so we click this string. Click this link, and we bring us to a new place for this print9 method. A more detailed information about this method. We know, oh well, it's print9. Its parameter is string, and its functions print out a string, and then terminated the lines. That means we print out a string. Okay, now then the line will end. So the next, if we want to print another thing from the next line, so this line is terminated. Okay, that is print9 means. So if we want to know more about it, just screw up or screw down. You can see, oh, this print9 with different parameters, maybe a character, arrays, maybe a double, a float, int, or whatever. Okay, that tells you. You can use this print9, use this method to print out other information. For example, you have a result, arithmetic. You put a lot of things into expression and evaluate expression and get a result. For example, the result is an integer. How to know the integer is? Simply use p9 and put this integer inside the parameter, and you can see this result on the screen. So we read this all the information about p9 about the method. We know more about it. So it's very useful documentation for us to use, and it's easy to use because it organized as the web pages. Use HTML, uses format. It's pretty nice documentation for all of us. So this is all about the format, about the Java format, the Java documentation format. Okay. Well, now back to our slides. Now, if we do our own code work, and I work on our own code and own software, and if we want get the same format, same documentation as the Java API documentation as showed you before, that is, we could finish these tasks use the Java documentation comments. You simply write something into this documentation comments, and we will have a tool, and we use this tool to convert all this documentation to the HTML format documents. Hey, it's quite simple. Let me give you an example. Not a hello world, but inside this hello world code, we put more comments into this program. And first, we'll have a package and have a green. This green, we use this slash asterisk asterisk slash. Well, this type of comments you can write multiple lines comments as you want. Now we have only one line comment as hello world app. Well, this is the first way to write comments. And the second way to write comments as the blue one, we use double slash. Double slash only allows us to write a line of comments, so we write a line. Print now, hello NJVT, okay. And the red one is the Java documentation comments, and use slash double asterisk, and end with asterisk slash. They're the same. So this the first Java documentation comment to write hello world app my first program print out something. Okay, this is for describing the class, the hello world app class. And we have another documentation comments write as a method man use system operating the stream that we for us to describe the main method. So we have two Java documentation comments in our source code. And once we finish this documentation, the next step, we can use a tool, a document tools to convert this red comments into the Java documentation. Here's a tool. Inside our JDK, Java Development Kit, we have a command line tool. The name is Java Doc. And if you can use a command line, simply use this command as Java Doc and add a parameter into it and follow the name of the source code, for example, hello world app.java, and then this tool will generate the Java documents for you. Okay, this is if the way if you use a command line, but most of you don't use command line, so you use the IDE instead. So inside the IDE, for example, the NetBeans, to do this converting work is very simple. Yeah, just use a menu item to do this. Generation for the documentations. Okay, I'll give you a demonstration for this converting work. Okay, well, now the NetBeans ID is ready. Okay, let's get started. The first step, we should create a project. So we create a project. Now we create project, and we choose categories as Java and projects type as Java applications and next button. And then we give the name for it. For example, we give the name as Java documentation demonstration. Okay, this is a project name. And then we go to the next step. So now we do not want to create the main class, so uncheck the box, so finish it. And now we have the Java document demonstration. This is my project. It's empty project at this time, so we should do the next step. We should create a source code, a class file for it. So simply right click my mouse and the new and Java class, and now we give the name of class. The name of class is hello world. Hello world. Oh my god, world app. Yes, it's the name of class. And the package, for example, gives a hello. Just gives a hello. It's my package name, gives hello, and finish. Okay. And then the NetBeans will generate the source code automatically. And for us, here we notice that we have class hello world app is empty, and the package is hello. And then we come back to our source code. Or simply we copy all this code, including comments, and copy them, and we simply copy them and put them into edit window. Okay, for save time. Okay, and we put it there. Well, now we see all this code, including the comments, is here. Well, this is comments. Hello world PB. This is comments stop slash, and this is Java document comments. Well, okay. So how to generate the Java documentation for our own code for the hello world? It's quite simple. You look at this menu, you can find this menu name as run. Okay, and click this menu and pop out a menu. And the menus you find here's a menu item name is generate Java doc. Okay, so simply click this, and the NetBeans will automatically generate the documentation for you, and it will put this documentation, put this file into the folder, a subfolder inside your Java document demonstration folder. We have a subfolder. For example, we come back to this folder and we see where's my folder. Let me see where's my folder. Yeah, here's my folder, Java doc demonstration, and we open the folder and find there's several folders named as distillation, src. Well, your source code now it's be put into this folder, and the hello is a package name, so there's a folder, and inside the folder we have this hello world app.java. It's your source code, and NetBeans put your source code inside this folder, and we have the destination folder. We'll open this destination folder, dst. Destination folder, we have a subfolder named as Java documentation. This folder is generated by NetBeans, and it will put all this file, all this documentation file, because they are all these HTML files. We'll put these files into the folder. Okay. Well, at the same time, the NetBeans will automatically to open this documentation for you in your browser. So, in your browser, you can see this documentation generate for your code. So, let me check it. Well, here the package name is hello. Well, inside it we have one class because our program only have one class inside it, and the class name is hello world app and description. On right side is description, and description is hello world app, my first program. Well, this description is written by me. Okay, the red is this description. Okay, and this text will be put in this description field for this class. And then you will notice the Hello World app is a link. So you clicked it and it takes to you a new page. And for the new page is for this Hello World app class. And inside the class we have as a standard format, just we have fields or variables and methods. Okay, because in our Hello World app class, in this Java code, we do not have any fields or the variables. So we have methods. So the methods, we notice we have one method named main because we have defined a main method inside our class. So inside this documentation, we see this method named as main. And we notice that besides the method name, we have a description text as method main use system upstream. This text information is written by us. Okay, so it automatically displayed on this documentation as the description for this main method. So all the job automatically done by the Java tool. So it's very simple. What you should do, simply use the Java documentation command to write your own comments and use the convert tool, and these comments automatically to get into your documentations. This is quite simple. Okay, that's all about this Java comment. So we have three kind of comments. The first and second one is the same as the C or C++, but the third one, the documentation comments, is only supported by Java programming language, and this is a very important comments way because we have tool and it help us to convert this information we write down into the Java documentation comments to the standard format, to the standard Java documentation. This is very important and very useful functions in Java programming. Okay.